Hi
Hi.
everyone. We're going to talk about MLW Battle Riot 8, which was an excellent show. Yes, there was only two matches, but I don't want to hear it from you people, the trolls on here that are WWE stands going to say, "Oh, well, there was only two matches, man." Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it from you people. Do not want to hear it. The thing is, we had Kushida versus Tom Laro, a lot of good technical wrestling with Kushida and Temlaro, that luchador. Oh man, it was so good. It was fast paced, really good stuff. Freaking flying onto the floor and stuff. Submission holds as well, guys. It was fun, I'm telling you. And Kushida won the match. And the other thing too, guys, he has joined the Condra unit. Oh man, he's a heel now. Kushida, I love this. I love this. WWE would never do this to him. WWE would have never done this with this dude. Be in a group faction and be a heel. Oh man, I'm telling you. So good. And then the other thing we had was the Battle Riot match. And Killer Cross won the MLW World title by being the number one entry. Yep, guys, by being the number one entry. So I'm going to tell you who was in the entry, and then I'm going to let Slash Del Sol run the show for you guys. So we got Killer Cross was number one as the winner. Number two was Matt Riddle. Number three was Ben Bishops, which AKA he was in AEW a long time ago. He used to be in Rampage. And then we had Cha Cha Charlie, which I liked his gimmick with him dancing cha cha cha. That was pretty cool. Then we had Joe Coffey. Then we had Diego Hill. Love that dude. Diego Hill is a good wrestler. Good, good. He would be good in the cruiserweight in WWE back in the day. The other thing, then we had Mans Kruger, as a champion, and then he was carried in a body bag. That was crazy. That was crazy. I'm telling you, with the body bag, that was crazy. Then we had Matthew Justice. Then we had Paul Walter Hauser. Then we had Josh Bishops. Then we had Paul London. Then we had Anthony Green, which he was in the Independents as well, Anthony Green. Then we had Don Gossel, a luchador. Don Gato, also again, Don Gato, really good luchador. Then we had Del Stallion Rogers. I'll say it again. Destalgian Rogers. Then we had Austin Theory. Then we had Alan Angel, which AKA he used to be in the Dark Order back in the day in AEW. Then we had Adam. I'll say it again. Adam Brooks. I'll say it again. Adam Brooks as number 18. Then we had number 19. Cody Pfaltzman, and then number 20 was Kushida. Even though he had a match already, he was number 20. Then number 21 was Tre- Trevor Lee, which you remember Cameron Grimes in WWE, Cameron Grimes. Freaking didn't know how to freaking use that. Then we had K1 as number 22. Then number 23 was Wolfgang. You remember Wolfgang in NXT UK. Coffee, the coffee thing too. Joe Coffee was in NXT UK too. All the wrestlers just waste and just, hey, here independents, here you can have them and use them better. Okay, and then we had Bubba Thunder. He was in WWE back in the day as Commander Assist. He used to be a manager for Apollo Crews. Then we had Simon Gutch. Long time. I didn't know Simon Gotch was going to come back to wrestling. Then we had Death Swad. I'll just say that Senta Senta I can't pronounce his name. Senta Dead Swan. Then we had Jesus Rodriguez. Then we had, the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in there as well. They used to be in WWE as well. Don't you never, y'all never. And then the guy, Akib, you remember Akib? He was in Ring of Honor, guys. He was in this freaking Battle Riot as well. And then we had Alex Hammerstone. Yes, Alex Hammerstone was in this as number 30. Then number 31 was Ricky I'll say it again, Martinez. I'll say it again, Ricky Martinez. Then number 32 was Ariel Dominguez. And then number 33 was Luke Gallows' other gimmick that he used to go like this. He'll walk like this, like that. He used to walk like that with his tongue out like that. But yeah, as fetus, that was his other gimmick. Fetish, finish. Then we had Nijak as 34, and then number 35 with Baron Corbin, aka Baron Corbin Bishop Dyer. Then number 36 with DLJ Clear, and then number 37 was Madman Kaufman. That guy's been gone for a long time. I was happy he was in this battle riot. And then Onyx Coro, I can't pronounce his name. I'll just say Onyx. Onyx was 38. Then number 39 was Mr. Thomas, and then number 40 was Mark Coffey, guys. And yes, like I said again, good promo from Killer Cross, saying he told the fans we did it as fans to make him happy and stuff. And you were chanting. He was saying you were chanting my name every week, and now you have been cheering my name ever since I left that other company, which he said, but you know what I'm saying, WWE, which we could say because I don't give a damn. So, and that's all I gotta say, guys. And that was a cool promo, and thanking the fans, thanking his wife, thanking his family as well. So I'll let Slash Del Soul speak the rest, guys. And that was my review, and I gave this show a 10 out of 10. And this is on your face, Triple H. This is on your face.
Yep, right in Triple H's face right there and stuff and all that. And it's real freaking funny, man. Just real funny how you have like some people in IWC insulting the fact that MLW had two matches. Real funny. Okay, yeah, okay, all right, yeah. Insult a show that only did two matches when the most main one of all, when the most biggest promotion only had four. Only had four the other day, but no, let's insult an indie promotion that only had two. Yeah, that makes sense. But anyway, this is Slash Del Sol right here having the speaking part from, you know, CJD and stuff and all that. Anyway, let me just clarify that we had Joe Dombrowski and Tom Lawler providing commentary and stuff and all that right here. And this show, really well done right there and all that. And funny thing, I was really wondering like why the show felt shorter than usual. It's because there was two matches and stuff right there and all that, but still great nevertheless. Still great and stuff right there. And it's real funny how the freaking haters in IWC pay attention to every aspect of an indie show except for the good part. They're worried about the ratings. They're worried about the audience. They're worried about how many matches there are. But not that exact quality. That's fun to me. But anyway, I'll tell you. So anyway, lighting and overall production, you could say, is better than usual. Better than usual. That's the thing right there. Stuff right there is we have Templario versus Kushida for the MLW middleweight title. If I hope I had that right and stuff and all that. I hope I did. Right there and all that. Or stuff. I hope I'm not getting mixed up with anything because honestly, results could really throw us off every now and then. But anyway, yeah, it could every now and then because if they don't get it right, that's the thing. But hopefully, the results on my freaking screen work. But anyway, how do I put this off? Yeah, I could say some fans could feel like that we haven't seen Kushida wrestle in 2 or more months in store or months, you could say, and all that, as we have Templario wearing white today with red streaks and crosses as they immediately fight on the mat and stuff. Man, really great stuff, I'm telling you. Just really decent stuff, I'm telling you. Man, and it just really baffles me how like some people in the IWC really sleep on this, stuff and continue criticizing it. This stuff is good. Come on. But anyway, yeah, I got a haircut. Doesn't matter. Anyway, about the results and stuff and all that. As we get a bit of a feeling out process with neither man hitting another notably early on before Kushida hit a basement
Are we good?
drop kick, you could say at the 3 o'clock. No, not 3 o'clock. The 3 minute mark and stuff right there as he began targeting Templario's legs and then switched to a strike on the elbow before Kushida snapped the left arm across his shoulder and laid in some chops right there. The chops and stuff and all that stuff, man. Really great stuff, man. The stuff that the lesser wrestling fans just would not understand right there and stuff and all that. But yeah, but no, okay, criticize an indie show for having 2 matches despite the biggest one only having 4 the other day. But no, the haters don't want to think about that. Okay, okay. Anyway, yeah, Templario hitting a top rope missile drop kick after like 5 minutes and 30 seconds and stuff right there, around that time you could say and all that. But no, he dropped Kushida, snake eyes in the corner and stuff as they traded forearm strikes while fighting on the ropes in the corner and stuff right there and all that. Really decent stuff right there before Kushida hit a rolling couple kick. I'm just gonna call it a couple. Okay, it's either a couple kick or a couple kick. Doesn't matter. Just call it the couple kick. That sent Templario to the floor before Kushida hit a top rope flip dive to the floor after like 7 minutes or so and stuff and all that. And that popped Dombrowski in the crowd. Templario, nailing a Sasuke special to the floor, and they were both down and stuff right there and all that. Really, really good back and forth, I would say, with and all that. Man, I just love it. I gotta give this show really a thumbs up and stuff and all that right there. And yeah, I gotta give this a 10 out of 10. I have to agree with what CJD was going on about and stuff right there and all that. And there was supposed to be a third person with us today, right there, man. I was really expecting some sense of humor from him, but sadly he couldn't make it. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Templario going for a springboard move, but Kushida caught him coming down and applying a cross arm breaker on the mat. Right there. A really good, nice move right there. Really good, nice, decent action right there and all that. Right there. Just love that quality, man. It hits it's real good and stuff right there and all that. None of this damn excuse about the attendance, the ratings and stuff. No, 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 no. Come on, man. But anyway, yeah, we got Kushida hitting a running penalty kick after like 9 o'clock and 30 minutes to start before Kushida went for the hoverboard kick and stuff right there. Hoverboard lock. Sorry, I was thinking about a different move, but anyway, we got Templario escaping and dropping Kushida's stomach first to the mat for a near fall as they got up and traded strikes, and Kushida hits his close fist punch to the jaw and stuff right there and all that, man. Which is honestly technical, I could say. Real technical, you could say, and all that stuff right here and all that. More technical than whatever the H-Man could ever be and stuff, in my opinion. Right there. Triple H, that's what I'm calling out. I'm calling you out in BS, man. Like, honestly, man, it really makes me assume how disappointed your younger self would be, Triple H. Really disappointed. Anyway, your Kushida defeated Templario to win the MLW heavyweight right there and all that. So anyway, I'm not gonna go on and on about Triple H and stuff because we already get the idea of how he is. But anyway, yeah, Kushida defeated Templario to win the MLW middleweight title at like 12 minutes and 55 seconds and stuff right there and all that. Right there, I mean, 12 minutes and 55 seconds around there. That's pretty good, pretty decent, I'd say, right there and all that. Before, no, wait, no, wait, let me think. Yeah, okay. Akira Kwan emerged from the back and getting in the ring and confronting Kushida. However, with Kwan attacking the prone Templario and stuff and all that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this was beyond my expectations, man. Because it's good to be unpredictable and stuff and all that right there, unlike freaking Triple H. Man. I'm telling you, yeah, this was beyond my prediction right here, but which is a good thing, by the way. Pretty decent, good thing, I'd say. All that because I really did not expect, you know, the Contra unit to backstab Matt Krul Kruger because I thought Matt Krul Kruger was like the main guy, like the strongest one or like the most favored among Contra unit, but no, they backstabbed him. Wow, they backstabbed him. I did not expect that right there, but it's good to be unpredictable. When it comes to wrestling, unpredictable is a good thing. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, how do I put this? Yeah, we also had a commercial airing for Don Gato Tequila and stuff right there and all that, and the MLW store as well and stuff. As we also go backstage with Shotzi Blackheart, Matt Kruger walking past each other. She gave him a flirty look, and he paused, wondering what's that about and stuff right there and all that. Considering that she seems to be a fan of him as well and stuff and all that right there. Yeah, the page is not responding. But man, this is why a PS4 can be really dumb when it comes to browsers and stuff and all that right there and all that. Even though
I
our
gotta, I
results
gotta
are
be
already good, what's the
guys,
point?
I know
Stuff
I
I'm
have my
freaking telling you
earphones
and all
right
that.
here, but you can still hear me, guys. I know I have my earphones right here, but the Shotzi Blackheart thing that was pretty good. I loved it. I'm telling you, walking backstage and stuff. And the thing is, I hope she's the MLW featherweight champion in the future. Please, I'm begging you, Court Bauer, give her the MLW Women's Featherweight Championship. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. I'm telling you.
But anyway, as I was saying, besides the crappy page and stuff right there, or the network connection coming from my stupid PS4 and stuff right there, but let me tell you, a great show nevertheless and stuff. And I want to freaking tell you, yeah, how do I put this? Oh yeah, we had a video. We had a video going on. Cruel watching a computer screen right out of 1982 green type stuff right there with Cruel telling the Cruel Quan that he's going pretty out of alone as the champ and stuff and all that. I guess he is apparently quitting Contra and stuff and all that right there. And just like I said, yeah, pretty much Kruger is like out of the picture with Contra right there, which really surprised me because like I thought to me like Kruger was like the most important one of the Contra unit. And he's apparently, yeah, backstabbed in the process as a result right there and all that. I'm telling you. But anyway, we have Dombrowski announcing that MLW Fusion is returning. So yeah, that does mean we get a weekly MLW show, I guess, and stuff and all that. So, I mean, some people would be fine with that stuff and all that right there, which really raises my curiosity and stuff right there and all that, considering, yeah, MLW Fusion is coming back and stuff. Because honestly, I haven't seen that in a while. MLW Fusion and stuff and all that. Dude, and I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you, the other side of the IWC that aren't really indie fans, they're sleeping on this. They're sleeping on it. Sad. Just sad. They just don't understand how good this gets and stuff, or the inequality of it and stuff and all that. And stuff and all that. The heart and just the dedication that's put into some indie shows and stuff and all that. Because they don't care about the ratings, they don't care about the audience. Like they just want to have some fun, stuff and all that. Just make it look good. All that. So anyway, Dombrowski announced that MLW Fusion is returning. So anyway, hopefully my freaking page on the screen works. But anyway, yeah, our second match was the 40-man battle royale. Battle royale, is what was said from the show and stuff and all that. As you could say, is yeah, we have two matches in this 103-minute episode and stuff and all that. Right there and stuff, which was delayed. It had a 7-day delay, which was pretty weird because the websites were literally saying that the show was going to happen the other Thursday, the Thursday before the one that happened on its own week, or it's after, because I mean it's taped, so yeah, it kind of makes sense and stuff. But it's real misleading how different websites was saying it was happening that day when it was actually the week after and stuff. That really threw me off right there. Yeah, and stuff right there and all that. But anyway, yeah, two matches in a 103-minute episode and stuff with being similar to Royal Rumble, but I wouldn't compare this to Royal Rumble and stuff right there and all that, because at least this had more inequality than what freaking Royal Rumble had and stuff right there and all that right there. Anyway, yeah, we got Joe noting that Cross recently beat Riddle with Matt's hair in a dark purple, bluish tone, and stuff. His Cross hit a German suplex with Riddle hitting some roundhouse kicks and jumping on Cross's back and stuff and trying to choke him out and stuff right there and all that. Right there, I'm not kidding, man. Like 40-man right there, because I'm not kidding. 40 people. It says a 40-man battle royale. Yeah, we are definitely expecting 40 wrestlers or so and stuff right there and all that. Really good stuff and all that. But no, I'm telling you, people want to keep up. No, but people, they just want to overlook the fact that they're able to use 40 wrestlers and stuff right there and overlook how good the roster is while criticizing that the show was only 2 matches. Okay, the haters want to freaking overlook the fact that there was 40 wrestlers and stuff like that. I'm telling you.
Appreciate it, Nathan. Sorry, I was on mute. Much
Yeah.
love, bro. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, guys, I was on mute. Everybody.
Yeah, we appreciate it. But anyway, as I was saying, man, we have Cha-Cha Charlie being the number 5 and stuff in the situation as he dances his way to the ring and stuff and then hit a German suplex on Riddle. His cross hit, flipped Gallows to the floor and stuff before Joe was surprised that Doc, really got taken out that quickly and stuff before Joe Coffey stuff right there and all that. I really like how he calls himself Joe Coffey and stuff right there. Like coffee the drink and stuff right there and all that. Nice to meet you too, Nathan. But anyway, Yeah, we get Cross flipping Gallows to the floor and stuff before Joe was surprised that Doc was gone that quickly. Before Joe Coffey was number 6 at after like 5 minutes or 30 seconds or so. He's clean shaven today and looks younger for it and stuff right there and all that. So we also have Dive Bomb Diego Hill, big number 7, and
It's
immediately
our
hit
buddy Nathan.
big several
It's our
drop
buddy
kicks and stuff
Nathan,
outside.
bro. It's our buddy Nathan. Appreciate it.
I'm sorry, I can't quite catch what you said to my volume. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. The Dive Bomb Diego Hill. Dive Bomb Diego Hill running number 7 as he immediately hit several drop kicks and stuff and all that. I mean, that's the thing. We really got to appreciate how technical things are. Technical is a good word in wrestling and stuff right there and all that. Right there. As we have a 5 in the ring right there as Riddle dropped Diego with a running knee to the jaw. With as we get Matt Kruger being landing on number 8 and he carried the MLW title belt with him, and stuff and all that, really tossing Cha Cha Charlie and stuff right there. I just like how they come up with these names, to be honest. I really do. It's the thing right there. But anyway, we get what was he? Oh yeah, Coffee being a favorite by some fans and stuff right there and all that. But anyway, we have Hauser hitting some body slams on Coffee and stuff before Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious just really went at it with Josh Bishop, and Josh Bishop just really landed at number 11 after 12 minutes and 30 seconds or so and stuff as he set up some tables on the floor before getting into the match and stuff right there. I'm not kidding. Dude, a really substantial amount of wrestlers involved in this fight right there and stuff right there. Just really fantastic. I loved it and stuff right there and all that. Yep. At least the indie fans appreciate it because it just really feels like to me like that the indie fans understand more than the other side of the IWC. Because that other side of the IWC just toxic. Toxic. Anyway. Yeah, what was I at? Oh yeah, we had we had Josh Bishop landing on number 2 for like 12 minutes and 30 seconds. He and Justice traded blows and stuff before Paul London landed at number 12 and he immediately charged that. His former friend Hauser and stuff before Bishop did a razor's edge, launching Justice over the top rope onto one of the tables on the floor and stuff and all that right there. And hopefully the freaking page on my screen works without flag. But anyway, we got Anthony Green ending up his number 13 after like 16 minutes, or you could say and stuff, as he hit a running neck breaker on Hauser to become our one of the new favorite wrestlers for some fans, you could say, and all that. But anyway, yeah, Coffee rolled a pineapple like a bowling ball into Green's crotch, you could say, and stuff before Don Gatto entered the venue in his car with 2 pretty women or something. Right there, as he was number 14, as he had a wooden board that he used to jab into stomachs and stuff and all that before Stallion Rogers
I
right
gotta
there
speak.
and all that.
I gotta speak on this, bro.
FKA Kurt Stallion
That
and NXT.
that was so good, bro. With the car stuff, with the women, with
Yep, the stuff for the
Don
women. That's right.
Gato. Oh man, that was so nice, bro.
Anyway, oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's right. London rolling up and pinning Hauser before Coffee just tossed Green. And Hauser jumped on the apron and tossed London to the floor and stuff. Before you could say the Australian star Adam Brooks was number 18 after like 24 minutes and stuff before Cruel tossed Diego Hill with Hauser and stuff right there, Diego Hill and stuff. Even though they were eliminated, they hit a second rope flip dive into London as he was lying on the table and stuff before Cody Fluffman. Just gonna cut Cody Fluffman or Fluffman. I'm just call him Fluff. Cody Fluffman landing number 19 as you could say, some people would have described the rotund, fun-loving kid as a young blue meanie and stuff right there as he went to the mat. And yeah, pretty much steamrolled his weight over opponents and stuff before Kushida was number 20 at 20, after 26 minutes and stuff right there and all that. I mean, some fans want to complain that the show was only like 2 matches, but this main event was like managed to reach 26 minutes. I mean, now, come on, that's good. That's pretty good. I'm like, dude, like, when is the IWC ever going to understand, the other side of the IWC that just doesn't appreciate this good stuff, you know? But anyway, even though they were eliminated, they do hit a second rope flip dive into London. He was lying on the table and stuff, like I said earlier. Not only that, We had Kushida landing number 20, and yeah, Riddle choked out and tossed Coffee and stuff before Trevor Lee was like number 21, and Dombrowski noted that he had a surprise return and stuff right there. It's stuff right there, he was a surprise return, you could say, and all that. Is we all have that Curl Quan landing number 22 after like 29 minutes and stuff. I like the length of this match. I really do, and stuff right there and all that. I mean, dude, it's just the heart and dedication put into this indie show and stuff right there. It's really sad that some fans will never understand that, stuff. But anyway, we have Akura Kwan landing number 22 after like 29 minutes and 30 seconds before Fluffman was tossed and stuff. Before Kwan, sprayed green mist in Cruel's eyes, and Kwan and Kushida worked together to stomp on Cruel and stuff right there and all that. Because we also have the Wolf Gang from Gallus and stuff landing number 23 and stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you, I just love how long this match lasted and stuff. Man, this was like some really great stuff and all that right there. But no, let the freaking trolls complain. Despite how good this is, we got trolls complaining that this was only like 2 matches and stuff. Okay, yeah, wow, wow, wow. Okay, yeah. I guess this really really separates the men from the boys when it comes to wrestling fans and stuff. Considering that there's whiny rats in the IWC that really want to complain about this and stuff right there and all that. Anyway, we got Davey Boy Smith Jr. Supposedly landing in number 24 after like 32 minutes or so. But we also saw a video of him being attacked backstage and stuff right there. Oh, yep, yeah, that's the thing. We had a thing that happened backstage right there. You could say he wasn't coming out after all. Instead, we had Baba Thunder last seen as General Aziz in WWE and stuff, retaking Smith's spot. Because he did appear in one last MLW taping a year ago before Baba Thunder immediately brawled with Cruel. And not only that, we had Satoshi Kojima just really decided to come out and stuff right there and all that. But there was also a video that showed that he was attacked backstage as well before Kojima was replaced by Simon Gotch. As number 25, you could say, as all the Contra guys fought Cruel on the apron and stuff right there and all that. Yep, that was the very moment right there. That was the very moment right there where, yep, the Contra really went up against Mads Cruel Kruger and stuff right there and all that. I'm telling you. Yeah, so yeah, that really surprised me because, like, dude, Cruel was like the big guy of the Contra unit. I'm telling you and all that. I guess they turned against him and all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, all the Contra guys fought Cruel on the apron with Gotch and Quan being tossed as Cruel tossed Kushida as well and stuff right there and all that. Is, what, as you could say, what some people describe is a massive fat mask man knocking Cruel to the floor and stuff, and then hitting a splash off the apron onto Cruel and stuff on the thin mat at ringside before Lawler noted that we are now guaranteed to have a new champion as Cruel just has been eliminated in the process right there and stuff and all that right there. Right there, which is quite an accomplishment because I mean, Cruel he actually is pretty tough one. He's pretty hard to beat in terms of MLW stuff. Anyway, so yeah, we get some mercenaries putting Cruel in a body bag and carrying him away. There's stuff right there and all that stuff is we could guess that Baba Thunder was out too, with Jesus Rodriguez landing number 27 after like 39 minutes and stuff, and apparently. Yeah, you could say the heavy mask man was number 26 before Carl Anderson landed number 28. Yeah, and also Dombrowski noted that Cross and Riddle, who started the match, are both also there before those two worked together in a flip Bishop out thing and stuff and all that. The flip Bishop out is, not only that, we also had Sidney Akeem also landing number 29 before Alex Hammerstone was number 20 and stuff right there and all that right there. Not surprised that Hammerstone was number 30. But anyway, yeah, because Hammerstone is also a good one, you could say, stuff and all that right there. But anyway, yeah, we got Cross bleeding as he was trading forearm strikes with Riddle before Hammerstone clothesline Wolfgang to the floor and stuff before Ricky Martinez landed number 31, and Dombrowski talked about his past there. As you could say, some people probably wouldn't remember that. Yeah, that's, you know, that, Ariel Dominguez was number 32 and stuff right there and all that. And I guess, say, man, I mean, some fans wouldn't recall counting 10 in the ring and stuff and all that is, you know, Ariel Dominguez was like what was his size? Like 5'2", I guess you could say, as he's been also been in MLW in the past and stuff and all that before Hammerstone easily scooped up Ariel and tossed him. As that was pretty quick, really quick thinking. That was some quick thinking right there. I'm gonna tell you before the crowd booed Hammerstone for that. As we get WWE's Festus landing number 33 and stuff right there and all that. Man, thank goodness he's in MLW at least, man. We don't need him dealing with Triple H right there, in our opinion, you could say, and all that. We also had Doc Gallows returning to the ring for the second
Yeah,
appearance
that
on
was
the match and stuff.
Luke
As he had a
Gallows,
blank
bro.
look,
That
but
was Luke
otherwise hadn't
Gallows.
changed gear or his look at all. And stuff right there and
Yeah,
all that. As we also
that
have
was
a
Luke.
Festus riding across
Yeah, that was
riding
Luke.
across his butt.
Yeah, that was Luke Gallows, bro. Luke Gallows was that guy. That was in his tongue. Did you see that? That was his gimmick in WWE.
Yep,
Like,
his gimmick.
yeah,
Yeah, but
it's pretty
anyway,
cool. I think it's pretty cool that he's doing it in an MLW too as well. But carry on.
I mean, it's not wrong to say that any wrestler is welcome in MLW and stuff right there. Dude, especially with the freaking decline that Triple H has to freaking cause and stuff right there and all that. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the crowd chanting "Ring the bell, ring the bell." Yep, the crowd was chanting "Ring the bell." Right there, as with several guys in the match shouted they didn't want that to happen. And so before Carl Anderson shouted at Festus, but didn't know what to think of the situation before Donovan Dijak landed number 34 and stuff right there. After like 50 minutes or so, man, because this was a pretty extensive match in a good way. Extensive matches are good and stuff right there and all that. Yeah, and stuff and all that. It's really sad that Triple H decides to be the opposite of this. It's sad. But anyway, we you could say, yeah, Donovan Dijak traded punches with Riddle and stuff, and then hit a choke bomb on Sydney Akeem. As Dijak and Anderson brawled, and Dijak eliminated Carl and stuff before Bishop Dyer, sorry, words happen pretty quickly. But anyway, Bishop Dyer landed number 35 and stuff right there and all that right there. So yeah, you could say there was a good number of former WWE talents on this one and stuff and all that. And stuff before Dijak and Dyer, attacked Festus before Carl watched this and marched over to a corner and rang the ring bell and stuff. As Festus immediately went nuts and began punching all the 12. So other guys in the match and stuff. As Festus tossed Martinez, but Hammerstone snuck up behind and eliminated Festus, where Carl rang the bell and stuff. And Festus went back to being subdued right there and all that. As we also get LJ Cleary and stuff from Ireland and stuff. Lyra Valkyria's spouse and stuff right there. Yeah, Lyra Valkyria's husband and stuff right there was there. Going back, LJ Cleary and stuff right there and all that. So anyway, we also have number 36 right there. So yeah, LJ Cleary was number 36 as well and stuff and all that. Before we had Madman Fulton landing number 37 as he also tried to toss Riddle, you could say, and stuff right there. But we got Matt holding on to Fulton's hair to stop him from being flipped over. As we get Onyx, the one landing on number 38, and you could say in that situation he wasn't that recognizable and stuff and all that. But yeah, he has really great physique, nevertheless, and stuff. As you get Lawler praising Onyx's look as well and stuff right there. As we also, you could say we also had 12 more remaining in the ring and stuff. As we have Mr. Thomas landing number 39 and stuff. As he hit a black hole slam on Sydney Akeem and stuff, and then he body slammed Dijak. With Mark Coffey being the final member of Gallus and stuff right there, landing at number 40 after like 59 minutes because this match was long. This was a pretty extensive match. I mean, considering it was a 40-man situation. But anyway, you can say this was a pretty underwhelming last entrant right there and stuff. His Brooks got tossed and stuff right there before Trevor Lee got tossed as well, right there and stuff and all that before 13 were left. Or you could say right there before Jesus was tossed by Riddle and stuff, and Hammerstone just tossed Cleary and stuff right there as Akeem was tossed, and Onyx was tossed at after 62 minutes or so before Mr. Thomas was tossed by Dyer and Dijak, and we're down to 8 and stuff right there and all that right there. Because that's the thing. When we get an extensive match like this, you got to expect extensive results. It's only fair. And when you're running a YouTube video, you gotta go with it. No what ifs or buts. because there is plenty of results involved with this match. I'm telling you, but really, oof, like real plenty of results, like lots of results involved with MLW. Because I like the way MLW really manages this situation right here, the shows and stuff right there. Because they make good use of their roster. They do. I'm telling you. But anyway, we get we get the skyscrapers eliminating Madman Fulton, so leading it down to like 6 people, I guess, and stuff right there and all that. As Mark Coffey was tossed by Cross, I forgot to mention skyscraper stood in the corner with Riddle and Cross stood in the corner as well as stuff. Rather than teaming up, Aries and Hammerstone brawled and stuff right there and all that. It would have been very different if they were to have teamed up, but this is a 40-man fight and stuff. But anyway, so of course they're not. So anyway, we get Alex tossing Austin after like 64 minutes or so before Hammerstone went to the floor, but Lawler said he wasn't eliminated as Dijak Battle Royal. Well, you could say, yeah, Dyer Battle Cross and stuff for Lawler in order that the skyscrapers were fresh and stuff right there. And not only that, yeah, Riddle avoided Dijak's Feast Your Eyes move and stuff right there and all that before Hammerstone got back in and kicked Riddle as the skyscrapers went to toss Cross, but Cross escaped and stuff right there and all that. And yeah, Cross flipped out Dijak and stuff, and then Dyer as well before Hammerstone and Riddle were fighting next to the ropes and stuff right there and all that. As a matter of fact, I mean, in my opinion, this was so good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to rewatch this again because this was pretty entertaining and stuff and all that. I mean, I'm not kidding. The other side of the IWC needs to know what quality entertainment is in wrestling and stuff right there and all that. But no, they choose to be stuck in a bubble and stuff right there, all just because they're not familiar with this, just because of that. But anyway, yeah, Hammerstone got back in and kicked Riddle as the skyscrapers went to toss Cross before Cross escaped. With Cross, flipping out Dijak and stuff right there and all that. And Cross ran over and flipped them both over. Then, yeah, those last 4 eliminations happened within 10 seconds of each other. Really good action stuff right there. I love it, man. It's like an action movie and stuff right there and all that. So, yeah, the WWE fans can keep on crying about this because they'll never understand how good this is. But anyway, yeah, you got Killer Cross winning the 40-man battle royale after like 67 minutes. I don't know, because what some people count was 67 minutes and 15 seconds to win the MLW World Title. Man, this was good, man. Man, off the top, man, I just loved it, man. Just really, real encouraging and real hype and stuff right there and all that. I mean, come on. Just like what I said earlier, big things can come in small packages and stuff and all that right there. Unlike Triple H, who chooses to be the small things coming in big packages. I'm telling you, disappointing. Dude, and I'm sorry. It's sad. It's really sad if Triple H doesn't understand this. That big things come in small packages, but that dude chooses to be the exact opposite. He chooses to have small things coming in big packages, and that's what I'm going to describe Triple H as. That's what I'm calling out Triple H as, a small thing coming out in a big packages. Big package, you could say, you know. But anyway, yeah, this was a really great show, I'm going to tell you. As we get Cross coming out on the mic or cutting a fiery babyface promo and thanking the fans as he noted that his mom is now cancer-free and stuff right there and all that. That this is the first time she got a chance to see him compete live and stuff, and he put the title over her shoulder and stuff as she was standing in the front row and stuff right there and all that. Right there and all that. So that's good right there, right there. That is awesome right there. That she managed to beat cancer and she was able to make it to the show and stuff, and that is really great right there. That's why I really respect MLW, man, because they're really showing more balls than what Triple H ever could do and stuff in this situation as of recently and stuff and all that. But anyway, yeah, Cross was on the mic and stuff, and yeah, was cutting a promo and stuff, thanking the fans as well and stuff right there and all that. With his mom also beating cancer, like I said, right there and all that, and her chance to see him win and stuff. But really fantastic, man. Really great stuff this show, man. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 and stuff right there and all that.
Yeah,
So
guys,
anyway, yeah, they also
I'm
said that
happy. I'm
I'm
really
also quoting until next time with the TikTok thing happening and stuff, setting down the mic and then leaving and stuff right there. So yeah,
in a
you could
huge
say some fans'
celebration.
thoughts was this was like a very well booked Rumble and stuff and all that. I mean, I would say this is our Royal Rumble. This is our freaking Royal Rumble. Our
Yep,
freaking
that is
Royal
true.
Rumble. Not the kiddie stuff that we see out there and all that. The kiddie stuff that it just you could say is a small thing in a big package. But
But
this
I
is
was
a
gonna
big thing in a small package, on the other hand. Unlike freaking Triple H. I'm sorry. Sorry, Triple
I wish
H.
they would
Your
have
time's up. You had your
I was
chance. You
gonna
screwed up. Bad Triple H.
I,
Bad, bad, bad. This is good. This is real stuff right here.
but the thing is, guys, I was gonna say I hope the next year an MLW does a women's battle riot. Imagine a women's battle riot, 40 women's battle riot. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome for the first time ever.
Say it louder. That was good what you said. A woman's battle riot. Yep.
Yeah, MLW
Yep.
battle
We're
riot
gonna
for the
kill
women.
Triple H once again with a woman's battle riot. You said it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I was going to say the other thing too, guys. I was really happy about the whole thing with Killer Cross's grandmother, beating cancer, or his mother, right? I mean to say his mother.
Yeah, his mother.
Yeah, I'm happy that his mother beat cancer. I'm really happy that she beat cancer and stuff. Which it's a hard thing to beat cancer. It really
Yeah,
is.
it is. It's really hard.
It's a hard disease to beat. To be honest with y'all and all that, but I'm happy that she is a survivor. So give all the love to Cross's family, like I said again in the beginning and all that. And the other thing too, guys, I'm gonna do all my other videos tomorrow. If I don't do them tomorrow, I'll do it Sunday night. If I don't do them tomorrow, everybody. So yes, guys, that's all I have to say. And I'm gonna let Slash Del Soul speak his last of his mind and talk about a little bit of the stuff of Eva Rain if he wants to talk about the departure of The Rock's daughter leaving WWE, and now that we have Robert Stone running the GM of NXT, which he has a funny gimmick, so I think he's going to do a good job at it. So we'll see what happens with Robert Stone now. And I want him to put his thoughts on the TNA and NXT partnership. I'm gonna join it. I'm gonna join it though, and I want his thoughts on Mike Santana as the TNA World Champion and Lorenzo Stacks as the TNA International Champion and Xia Li as the NXT Knockouts Women's Champion. I am happy for them as being champions, and we got No Surrender next Friday, y'all. We have No Surrender, TNA No Surrender. So that's all I got to say, and I want his thoughts on Doria Ray, aka Sonya Deville, the other person that's doing work with Santino Morella. So put your thoughts on that and much more, and talk about NXT if you want to. Talk about other stuff if you want to on your mind. Even AEW, bro. Even AEW. So I'll let him speak, guys. Talk about that stuff, and then we'll end the show.
Yeah, before we end the show, I'll say, I guess don't do not worry about what freaking people say on X. Just do not. This is some good stuff, regardless. This is good right there. Because honestly, on X, that's where I would. That's the last place where I would look for advice and stuff right there and all that. Because honestly, man, the other side of the IWC just doesn't understand this. They just don't understand this at all and stuff. But anyway, this was a great show. I give this a 10 out of 10. Slash Del Sol gives this a 10 out of 10, you could say, and all that stuff. So does CJD and stuff and all that. But anyway, and that's all I have to say right now at the moment. So yep, I'm all out of fuel at the moment.
You don't want to talk about AEW, how much you like the whole thing with MJF being AEW World Champion and the whole thing with Andrade being back in AEW and he's facing Hangman and whoever wins that match will take on MJF at Revolution. Do you want to talk about the Tony Storms and Orange Cassidy teaming up and facing Maria Shafir and Wheeler
Oh,
Yuta and whoever loses has to shave their heads? What else on the card?
I'll do it.
MJF is facing Brody King. You can talk about that Grand Slam Australia show if you want to.
Dude, I was more prepared for MLW, but yeah, because I only had the results for MLW up.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just hyping it up. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right. But anyway, yeah.
But yeah, he
I
didn't
don't have
have
much else to say right now at the moment.
he doesn't have much else to say. So that's all I have to say, guys. And I'm looking forward to that Grand Slam Australia still show and stuff. And I appreciate Slash Del Sol doing the stuff for us guys and everybody. So yes, guys. See you all soon. See you tomorrow or Sunday. And don't forget to like the video. This is CJD 2006. And this is Slash Del Sol. And I'm going to let him just say peace out and take care by himself. And then I'll end it.
So yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to make my leave right now for today and stuff right there, or call it a night, you could say. But anyway, yeah, this is Slash Del Sol once again saying rock out and be there, guys, rock out and be there and stuff and all that, which is basically a different version of the peace out and take care. I just had to make my own version of that a while ago. Anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. And I'm telling you, until next time on the CJD show. I have to just mute myself.